Let's give a round of applause to the frickin' Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what? I realize why I am so hard on football teams, and it is because the model that has been set for me has been the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they came out and did everything they were supposed to do. They dominated at the line of scrimmage. They had an offense. They did play I am so proud today to be a Steelers fan. You know what? I just watched that game and I cannot tell you how proud I am. It is the reason why I trust Mike Tomlin. It is the reason why I'm hard on all the other football games that I watch. They set the standard of how I view football, for better or worse. And I could not be prouder of this Steelers team for taking care of business, their first home game. These are the I have so much to say. I'm so excited. I am so proud of them. I can't even tell you how proud I am of them. And Justin Fields, I am so proud of Justin Fields. Justin Fields is I have so much to talk about. Let's just get to the other part of the video. What, I don't know if any of you watched the Steelers game, but we dominated the Chargers, and not just on defense. Like, our offense got the ball down the field. We scored 2 touchdowns. The Pittsburgh Steelers scored 2 touchdowns. Now, we only made it to 20 points, but that's okay because we scored 2 touchdowns. The other thing is, the thing that I love about football is the Cordell Patterson thing. Okay, so if you go back and you watch my first 2 videos that I made about Cordell Patterson, I kept saying they were bringing him in. He was getting 1 run. And then last game, he got 2 runs. And the whole time I was like, they're setting this up for something. And I'm paying attention to what Patterson is doing because they're setting it up for something. You know what they did in this game? He came in, and when he came in, they sold out for the run. He passed. They passed the ball to Cordell Patterson. Like, those are the things in football that it's like, it's creative. I saw it coming from a mile away. I called this. I've been talking about this for 2 weeks. And to see it play and to see it happen today, it tells me a couple of things. First of all, I know my team. I know what I'm supposed to be paying attention to, and I'm paying attention to the things. The other thing this tells me, again, is that the way I see football, I'm not crazy. I am seeing real things that have real impact and that make sense and that have a future goal. I couldn't see what the thing was at the time, but I knew having him come in was for something. I just didn't know what, and I couldn't put my finger on it, but I saw what it was for against the Chargers. So exciting. And dare I just say, the 3 things that I talked about that I said are going to be the reasons why we beat the Chargers: A, stopping the run. We held them to 61 yards. B, Patrick Queen stepping up. He did what he was supposed to do. And C, our D-line dominating that offensive line. 5 sacks. We did every single thing I thought we were going to have to do to win the game, and we won the game. And can I just say, Justin Fields, take a victory lap. We love you. We needed you. I am going to plug my video up here about the fact that I was like, go get Justin Fields. We need Justin Fields. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. They went and got him. It's paying dividends. He's calm. He feels comfortable. He said that. He's developing. Shout out to Coach Tomlin for developing. Shout out to Coach Tomlin for developing players. Kudos to that man. Kudos to that man for being a coach. And unfortunately, that man makes it harder for me to judge all the other teams that I watch, but that's okay because my expectations are high and I blame Mike Tomlin, and I'm okay with having high expectations. I am totally okay with having high expectations. So listen, this is winning football. This is what the Steelers do. This is everything I expected it to be. Have a great defense, bring the offensive long. I could not be more prouder of this team and this organization for this game, for this week, because I get it. Never stay too high, never stay too low, but I'm very excited from the things that I'm seeing, and I'm seeing progression. I love to see progression. So let me just get into the things that I love. The things that I loved: 3 penalties. From last week, 3 penalties. The other thing I love: Broderick freaking Jones. Broderick Jones stepped up. Broderick Jones got his position taken by a rookie. That rookie gets injured. Then also Broderick Jones didn't play well last week. He is the starter this week and took care of business. You know whose name we didn't hear one time on the telecast? Broderick Jones, because he stepped up and he did what he was supposed to do. So kudos to that man for being a pro. The second thing is Justin freaking Fields, or it might be the third thing because I said penalties. Justin Fields. I am so proud of Justin Fields. I am so extremely proud of Justin Fields, and I will not stop talking about it because I love when coaches learn how to develop and learn how to get their guys motivated. And you see Coach Tomlin doing it over and over and over and over. So shout out to Justin Fields. Shout out to Steelers Nation for not getting down on Justin Fields when he threw that interception. He came back, he stepped up, and he's playing phenomenally well. You know what else I loved? We rose to the occasion. We were down. We were down in this game, and we fought back to win. This is like textbook Steelers football. I'm just so proud of them. I am just so proud of what I watched them do. And it's just a reminder of why I love football and why I love the Steelers and why they're my team, because when it looks good, it just looks good. And I loved it. It is so nice when your defense and offense are firing on all cylinders. It is so nice when your special teams is doing what they're supposed to do. I watched probably the most complete football game that I have seen from the Steelers in a long time, and I am so proud of them. I am so tremendously proud of them. It just looked good. It felt good. I can't, I have so many positive things to say, but listen, overall, great win. I loved what I saw. I thought this was great. I think this is great momentum to carry to the next game. I also really love how this offensive line is kind of starting to come together. Are we great at offensive line? No. Are we getting better every single week at offensive line? Absolutely. And you know what else is getting better? Our play calling. It's almost like we're slowly starting to figure it out. We're slowly starting to do the little things, and I am obsessed with it. So let me just talk about the whatever things. There's only one really whatever thing that I can think about that I noticed that is still top of mind even after the game is over, is there are so many opportunities the Steelers are either dropping passes where Justin Fields is hitting them right on their hands, or Justin Fields is converting first downs or converting plays into first downs, and then there's penalties being called. So I need our guys to clean up their play. Justin Fields is doing every single thing he is supposed to be doing for this team to win football games. And listen, we're 3-0. So I'm just saying, just calling it out here. I don't understand, well, whatever. I need our guys to catch the ball. And it's funny me saying this, but I need us to be very careful of the penalties of the holding and things when we're on offense. Yes, we only got called for 3 penalties this game, but still, I need us to be careful because Justin Fields is playing so well and his stats could be so much better if our guys could just catch the football when it hits their hands and their jerseys. So I'll get off that soapbox, but that's my whatever. The thing that I hated, nothing. I didn't hate anything. I didn't hate anything. I saw the Cordell Patterson thing start to come to fruition, so that made sense. Our defensive line played well. Our defense played well. We held them to 10 points. We've held teams, I have nothing bad to say. I didn't hate anything. The only thing I hated is that I was not at the game and that I wasn't there and that I didn't get to experience it and that I didn't get to see Justin Fields play his first home game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have nothing bad to say. There's absolutely nothing in this game that happened that I hated. Well, somebody did get hurt that I didn't love, but as far as the game goes, there's absolutely nothing that I actually hated. The random thing I'll just say, and this happens in football, and this is why I've been pleading and begging for them to call a holding call for TJ Watt, is because what happens when the other team knows that you're going to potentially call holding, they clean up their play. This is why I always say the refs have so much impact on these games. I know they try to lie and say, we don't want to impact the game. We don't want to impact the game. The refs do impact the game. If you allow people to come out and hold people and you don't call it, you are setting a precedent that throughout the whole game, they can hold. And so whenever you get that holding call, because TJ Watt got a holding call, it makes the offensive line play differently. And that is why I always say these refs are impacting these games. However, we got the holding call and it worked. And listen, I'm proud. I'm super proud of how the Steelers played this football game. everything I complained about, it was like it got cleaned up. And all the things I was looking for, it got cleaned up. And I'm just super excited for them. So at the end of the day, we won the game. We won the game. And what's crazier, this year we've played 3 football games. The Steelers have played the Falcons, we've played the Broncos, and we've now played the Chargers. Only 26 points has been scored against the Steelers. 26 points. First week, it was 10 points. Second week, it was 6 points. Third week, it was 10 points. That is phenomenal. We are holding teams. That is crazy. That's actually crazy when you think about it. It's a crazy stat. So kudos to the Steelers. Kudos to the coaching staff. Kudos to everybody showing up, being locked in, staying committed, staying focused, and doing what needs to be done. And I will be very excited for this win. And I always say I never get too high and I never get too low. I'm just going to kind of ride this out. I'm going to be excited today and maybe even the next few days. But once I make my video for next week, I am turning the page. It is what it is. They have to keep this consistency. I am super excited from what I'm seeing. Now, you know what else I'm actually super excited about? I am getting excited for our backups. I am getting very excited for our backups. But at the end of the day, we won. We are 3-0. We go play the Colts next week. As you all know by now, I will have my Colts video ready and out on Saturday. It will all be out there. I've already started doing research for that, but I'm super excited. The Steelers are 3-0. AFC North is going well. The Ravens won, whatever. Cleveland lost. That's fantastic. So as I've done with all these other videos, at the end of this, I will have my things that I'm worried about or the things that I'm keeping an eye on as we move forward. But otherwise, kudos for the Steelers for being ready to go.
There are 2 things that I'm going to be focused on and worried about as we move forward. Maybe I'm not going to be worried about. I'm just interested to see how they go. The first thing is, can we sustain this? We should beat the Colts next week. We should beat the Colts. However, I know how the Steelers team does. We always do this thing where we play really well, and then we have a game where it's like, who is that team? I don't know who that team was, but that team was not the team that we've been cheering for the past 3 weeks. So I'm going to pay close attention to see how we come out and play against the Colts, because I'm very interested to see that. The other thing I'm going to be keeping an eye out on is how the injuries start to pile up. So we've already lost our rookie left tackle. I believe we lost Highsmith to a groin or something like that. I can't remember his injury, but those are 2 starters, one that we're now missing on our offensive line, and a linebacker that we're now missing. So I'm very curious to see what this team looks like as we start to kind of, as the season starts to go on, people start to get injured, and we start to see things. And can I just mention that how proud I am of Justin Fields? I'm so proud of Justin Fields. If you're a Steelers fan and you're watching this and you made it to the end of this video, don't forget to show Justin Fields some love. Don't forget to show your appreciation for Justin Fields, because his ability to escape out of the pocket is what makes this offense go in ways that we have never had before. And so never is a strong word, but Justin Fields is a difference maker on this offense, and I am super glad that we have him, and I am so glad that the Steelers are 3-0, and I'll see you back here next week for my random ranting session. As always, here we go.